Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 28 of Reading Through our Bible in 1 year together. This last week we read First Chronicles, Psalms, Proverbs, and then we finished the book of Acts and went into book of Romans. And a theme that I noticed for me was faith and encouragement. And we see that with Paul, that at the end of the book of Acts, he is on his way back to Rome. God has told him he's going to go to Rome, and he has appealed to Caesar. He's on his way, and he's on a ship. And then the storm comes. And, sometimes when we have something in our lives that we feel God is leading us towards or he's put in our hearts, and then things go sideways, we lose heart and we give up and we think, oh, this can't be God. This must be something wrong going on in my life. And I know back in the 80s, there was a lot of teaching about if things go bad in your life, then it's something wrong with you. You either don't have enough faith or have sin in your life. And that is so untrue because, we see in Paul's life, he went through disaster after disaster, being put in prison, shipwrecked, all those things. Yet he never lost faith in God. And he knew that this was part of God's plan. And so one of the scriptures I journaled on was Acts 27:25. And it says, "So take courage, for I believe God. It will be as he said." And this is Paul speaking to the sailors on the ship when they were just about to shipwreck. And they were worried. And yet his faith in the God who we can have faith in was what he encouraged them with, and said that God has told me that not one of you will die. We're all going to be okay. And so he was using his faith in God to encourage them. And then again in Romans. Now, Romans was written by Paul when he was in Corinth, and he had never met the Roman people yet. But he's heard about the church that was being established in Rome, and he wrote the book of Romans to give them some more doctrine and teaching on Christ so that they would be stronger in their faith. And I love how he writes in Romans 1 verse 12. And he says, "When we get together, I want to encourage you in your faith, but I also want to be encouraged by yours." This is the NLT version. So he's saying, I want to encourage you in your faith in God, but I also want to be encouraged by yours. It's a mutual thing. And you think, well, who could encourage Paul? He's an amazing man of faith. How could you be an encouragement to him? But even seeing the new believers and the church established would be an encouragement for Paul. And so I think that he was excited to get together with them and see that. But it's so important that sometimes we have a time of great faith, that we can be an encouragement to the others around us, so that when they are discouraged, that they feel encouraged in their faith. And it goes both ways with people who are walking with God for years or those who are brand new baby Christians. We can encourage each other in our faith because we have a God that is worth having our faith in, a faith in a God who never fails. And we read that in Psalms so many times, his unfailing love. He never fails. And so I just want to encourage you that it doesn't matter what situation you're going through, whether it's a shipwreck in your life or whether things are smooth sailing, God is there, and he's still in control of your life. And I want to encourage you to keep strong and place your faith in God, not in people. Okay, God bless you.